The Wizarding World of Fantastic Beasts franchise announces Johnny Depp.
And 5 movies. Facebook is scrapping the drones to provide internet and going to satellites.
Probably because Amazon is going to use those drones to deliver packages.
Oh, J.J. Rowling confuses me sometimes, and her genuine positivity message confused Scott.
Yes, you are confused. It was J.R. Tolkien that provided our GPM.
Yeah, well, no matter who did it, still confused you. You'll see.
Okay, that's true. Our viewers love our show's positive concept, so now we just need more of them.
Yes. So we're not going to start from scratch. However, you will know what that means from our phrase origin story. Welcome to What Happened in the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott, and this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show.
And that's Thumper in the background, this theoretical rabbit that Scott has that we have not seen on the show. I'm calling him Harvey.
Goobers.
Thumper.
Goobers.
Well, what we've noticed is going, what? Goobers and Raisinets? That's what he leaves.
He leaves Raisinets everywhere. That's how he got his name, Goobers.
Yeah. We're going to talk about what we've noticed going on in the world besides Scott's imaginary rabbit. Oh, my nose is itching. Oh, I'm going to get money?
That'd be great.
Palm itching means you're going to get money.
Okay.
Nose itching means you got allergies, I guess.
Okay. That makes perfect sense to me.
I guess.
Or you got boogers.
So I've noticed that your backgrounds have lake and summer type. Wow, what does he want? You gonna throw him some food? I know he's talking to you.
He's had food. Oh, hey, you know something? Here,
what?
Watch this.
You got a treat?
Yeah, I'll give him a treat. He's going to come running over here really fast.
Does he? Here's the bag?
Oh, he loves the bag.
Yeah, when Nala hears the bag, then Nala would come over by me. That's the only way I could get her to come by me at one point.
Yeah.
Was open the bag.
Okay, he's happy.
Did he come run over by you?
He's right over here, but I can't pick him up.
I know, but again, you didn't answer my question. Want me to ask the question again? Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Come running over there because we can't see that. Again, look, I have a snake, and the snake's going to come over and grab this. Good snake.
Okay. Now here's the question.
I'm going to call him Slytherin. What's the question?
Ooh, Slytherin. That works too.
Yes.
And
so what's the question?
Do you think maybe my bunny is also a fantastic beast?
Oh, see? So we're both going for segues to our first story on the storyboard.
Yay!
Forward. So Scott's so happy. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter has another franchise that's going to come out. Now, I thought that she was going to – okay, I'm way confused with Tolkien. She wrote the Harry Potter series.
Not Tolkien, Rowling.
Oh, yeah, Tolkien is Rings.
Yes.
Okay, Rowling. So J.J. Rowling's and R.J. Tolkien, right?
Okay, that works.
Whatever, you don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so she wrote the Harry Potter books, became famous. Then, did she write Fantastic Beasts, or was Fantastic Beasts already written?
If I recall correctly, it was partly written, but she couldn't make it gel the way she wanted to, which is why she went to the Harry Potter series. Then she realized
she's got a moneymaker here.
Yeah, well, that's part of it. But one of the biggest things, what are they called? Origin stories.
Right.
This is
got a moneymaker here.
Correct. How did Voldemort come to be? Because he's the main bad guy throughout the entire Harry Potter's movie.
Right.
So using the original story that she had started, with the Fantastical Beast, it just made perfect sense to make that into another series. But you know what the part I like, the coolest part about this whole thing is?
What?
Guess who gets to play the up-and-coming Voldemort?
I have no idea.
Johnny Depp.
Isn't he in trouble again in the news? I can never keep track.
Okay, we're not supposed to talk about this kind of stuff.
We can talk about it if he isn't actually in trouble, but is it a negative thing? Did he do something bad?
We're having a huge problem right now where everybody is going back to people's past or, taking things out of context. We've had a problem in the world with men abusing their power with women in general.
Okay. You could have just stopped at men abusing their power.
Yes.
Throughout history.
Correct.
The Spanish Inquisition wasn't women.
That is correct.
Right?
So
the Crusades wasn't women.
The problem is it's like this big bandwagon right now.
Cain and Abel weren't women.
Absolutely everything is being considered bad, and it's not. Yeah, there's real bad out there. Don't detract from the real bad. We want those real bad people to get nailed. Stop looking on the little things that have happened.
They're like magicians. Look over here. Let the bad people go.
It's very distracting when you start making comments about stuff that was not really bad.
Right. No, it also tends to diminish the people that really were hurt.
Yes.
So, that's kind of, I don't like when people do that because they want their 15 minutes of fame.
Everybody does stupid things, and I do mean everybody. Even the smartest people in the world do stupid things.
I constantly do stupid things.
And that's how we learn. I'm going to tell a real quick story. It's off the board, but it's the way we do things. To this day, I remember, I have never been prejudiced. I've never been a bigot. I have friends of all different nationalities.
Well, you judge people based on what they do to you or what they do to others.
Correct.
That's how you judge people.
Right.
That's the way you've always been.
I remember when I was in Boy Scouts, we had a father-son baseball game against another team, okay? And I remember being out in the outfield, and everybody does that whole, hey, better, and,
right. Swing, better. Hey, better.
Well, no, yeah, but you
swing,
say stupid stuff to them, too, though, remember? Like, we want a pitcher, not a belly itcher.
Oh, okay, those kind of things. We never did that in the Little League I played, though. We didn't. Ours was, swing batter, and then
right. Well, that's what I normally did. Is what you did. But one of the guys that was also on the outfielder had made something about one of the Mexican kids on the team. I'm sorry, he was Puerto Rican, and I said something completely inappropriate, which is not me, not even remotely close to me. To this day, I remember saying it and how stupid I felt, how bad I felt. I actually went up to him and apologized. Actually, I apologized to the whole team before my dad beat the shit out of me. Yeah. My dad never would have done that, but still, you know what I mean?
Before you were
people do stupid things. We say stupid things. We do stupid things. It's nobody in a bazillion years would ever think that I'm a bigot.
As long as it's not in intent. I mean,
correct.
People make mistakes.
Yes.
It's intent that matters. And
correct.
If you're a jerk, you're a jerk.
We have enough of those in this world, too.
Right. All right. So now that Scott's done his confession, let me absolve you. I'm Catholic. Go do 6 Hail Marys. I'm not done yet. Got to do 6 Hail Marys.
Thank you, Father.
And 4
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough, damn it.
Yeah. All right. So Fantastical Beasts. I have no idea where we are at this point.
Well, basically, we're just talking about they're turning into a series, and it's 5 installments. And
Johnny Depp. That's how we got here. So Johnny Depp. That's where we were.
So right. So It has a lot of potential. I am really looking forward to see what they come up with. Actually, what's really funny is,
it's right here. It says, following the accusations of spousal abuse, the Harry Potter author says keeping Depp is the right thing to do for the series.
Yes.
You could have just read that. You didn't have to make this confession.
No. All right. So I made our story.
A guilty conscience.
Really? But see, again, that's the thing. I still feel bad. And we're talking to folks. This happened 30.
You're really old.
40 freaking years ago. And it still bothers me because I'm not that kind of person.
You're really old. So sorry to hear that.
Yes. All right. I'm closing this out.
So Fantastical Beasts is coming back as a series, as a how many part series? It said
5 more episodes, a total of 6.
Now, is this going to run on TV in the movie? So it's going to be it's movie.
Yes, they're movies.
So there's going to be a 5 movie series. How many books are there, or is this all off of the one book?
I'm assuming that they're going. That's a blasted good question. I did not see anything about
How many
that.
books? I don't know.
We're going to have to look that up later, or people look it up for us. Make comments for us. Let us know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Fantastical Beasts books are there?
Because in my opinion, books the original Lord of the Rings.
Fantastical Beasts books and where to find them. Well, that doesn't help me.
No. So, but anywho's, we know it's going to come to the theaters first. And then at some point it will become available for live streaming. And you know what the coolest thing about that is?
I only see one book, so you guys are going to have to let us know if there's another book.
I would assume so, yeah. I said that earlier, but you ignored me.
No, I'm just saying. I only saw one book. You weren't sure. You said we should look it up or have our listeners look it up. I heard all
yes.
I heard all that.
You heard it all.
I was verifying that
all right.
That is what it was because you said, I'm not sure.
So now, one of the things that could be kind of obnoxious is people who live out, in the country or in remote areas might have trouble
because they don't have
live streaming.
Yeah, they don't have it right.
But guess who's going to help fix that problem?
Oh, well, Facebook was putting up those drones. Remember, they're going to fly drones over remote areas, and they were going to bounce
fleet of them, right?
Bounce the signals, and they were solar-powered drones. That's how they would stay up for so long. And
how cool is this? Except for one little itty-bitty, teeny-tiny problem.
What's that?
They decided it wasn't really feasible.
Well, duh.
But they did come up with a solution.
Oh, they're going to fly those helium balloons. Remember, someone's going to do Mylar balloons, and they were going to do the reflection off the Mylar balloons. Remember?
Yes.
That solution?
No. Remember in a previous episode we were talking about how a reason that the new potential space flight for people is taking off is because of the new improved satellites that are the size of shoeboxes.
Right.
Facebook is going to design a whole new fleet of internet satellites.
Is that going to be more garbage up there, though? Because we talked about that, too, right? I mean, is there going to be more garbage up there now?
Well, of course there is. The difference is they're learning how to make it so that the garbage isn't garbage.
Well, that one company's going up there with a net to try and collect it. That would be cool. Clean up. So we've got the nets that clean up the sea. We've got the nets that clean up space.
Yeah. Now if we just get one to clean up our minds.
Oh, you know what? It's in the article here. It says, Facebook says Aquila focused onboard software system guide internet. Google parent company Alphabet. It was Google Alphabet, and I think we talked about it.
Yes, we did.
Alphabet in January of last year is shutting down its solar-powered drone in favor of its balloon Wi-Fi initiative project Loon.
Right.
And they named it that because the guy who did it, you're a loon. You can't do this. No, I have no idea.
Right.
Okay.
So
there you go. So, yeah, that's who it was, Alphabet.
I am really looking forward to new technology has made it a little bit more difficult for existing businesses that technology hurts. I.e., all right, see if I can say this a little bit better. One of the problems that I have seen is it's very difficult. Young people want you to be able to use their phones and stuff to do everything.
Sure.
But yet it's still very difficult. Like I have a mobile version of my webpage.
That's because you're old-timey. Old-timey people don't get it.
Yes.
Everything.
I love new technology, and I love how technology can make things better. But technology does take people's jobs away, so people have to learn a new occupation.
Well, yeah, they don't take jobs away. They create different skill sets for jobs.
So, but anywho's, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this works because one of the things that really irritates me is my friends up north have terrible internet access up there. I mean, terrible. They still have. Yeah,
there's terrible internet access in a lot of places.
Yes.
There's, you see the maps with the coverage, but if you go look at the coverage, it's not, if you don't live in a major city, you're not covered.
No. It's just like cell phones. Same thing. All right.
All right.
Anywho.
So let's go to a genuine positivity message. Well, let's do RJ Tolkien's. We have RJ Tolkien's on the board here.
Yeah. I like that.
All right. You want it?
Sure, why not?
Wait a minute. It looks like there's a typo in there.
There is?
Yeah, because it says bus still.
Oh, yeah, it does.
But still?
That's because I was thinking about buses.
That's because that's what you do.
Oh, it's one of the things anyway.
I did my CDL physical. I passed that. I'm thinking about getting my CDL license back. Just got to figure out how to do that. I probably got to find a truck to go take the driving test. I don't need to go to school. I drove for 12 years.
I know.
You know.
Plus, you drove double triples.
Yeah. And tow trucks. I had all the certifications except for bus.
One of the things, you still got hazmat?
I had it. I don't have anything anymore. Because I told you, so when I moved from Chicago to California, it was brand new. CDL was brand new.
Yes.
You know, so I had my CDL and I'd had it for I don't know how many years. And when I went there, they says, oh, you have to take all of the tests today. All the written tests in one day, because we're going to take your license away. And you have to take all the tests. I go, I can't take, at that time, there's 7 different classifications.
Right. Yeah.
Plus, I had to take my car and my motorcycle to keep them all. And they said, you got to take all of the tests. All the tests today, because we're taking your license, and whatever test you don't take, you won't get the thing for it. We won't renew it. And I'm like, but I have a CDL. The whole point of the CDL is it's a nationwide license. Correct. So it should just transfer over. I shouldn't have to retake all the written because the laws aren't different for a CDL from here to there. No, you got to take them all. So I said, all right, screw it. And I let them all go. I took the written on the, and I said, oh, can I just give me all the tests up? No, you have to go take the test, then turn it in, get graded, then go wait in line again and get the next test and go. I go, the place isn't open long enough to take 8 tests.
That's right.
But no, 9 tests. So it was a big argument. I called out the supervisor out there and everything, and it just came out of me. So I gave up my CDL.
You can't win against DMV.
No. So, yeah. But, all right, so back to genuine positivity now.
Yes, let's go to something more positive.
So J.R. Tolkien.
The world is indeed full of peril. And
according to the DMV. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead. The world is indeed full of peril.
And in it, there are many dark places.
Like the DMV. I didn't realize how much I had really done. Okay, but in the world is full of peril, and there are many dark places.
But still, there is much that is fair. And though in all lands love is now mingled with grief, it grows perhaps the greater. See, that's the only part I didn't quite understand.
Okay, I don't understand it at all. This is not a good genuine positivity message because I don't understand it, but it's positive. In the world, there is indeed full of peril, yes. And in it, there are many dark places. But still, there is much. Did you type this in or copy and paste it? Because I'm thinking you're missing words.
I typed it.
There is much that is fair, and through in all lands, love is now mingled with grief.
And though in all lands,
perhaps the greater. I have no idea. I'm going to say that our positivity message is confusing at best, so I'm just going to make one up.
Wow, you just did a Max Headroom.
Even though things are bad, there is still love mingled in with all that badness.
That is correct.
So just enjoy the love.
Steve?
And the love grows greater.
I love you.
And I love you too. And I love all of our viewers. So love all you guys. Thank you. Thank you for viewing. Get friends to like, share, and do all that other good stuff. But RJ Tolkien, I paraphrased it because I'm not sure what it was saying. So I apologize.
Just out of curiosity, since we really got off board, how much time do we have?
Probably got 5 or less minutes to complete the show.
All right.
So let's
There's
go.
Something that should we just go right to the phrase origin story, or should I try to talk about? All right. One of the things that we've talked about throughout the past is that the reason we created this show, we always tease it about bad life decisions turned into a YouTube show.
Sure.
The thing is, we like to be upbeat and positive, and we're living in a world where the media only shows you all the bad stuff going on, and it's very depressing and it's very stressful. You can't even watch the news.
You watch the news and you feel good after you've seen the news. Then you weren't watching the news.
Yeah, or you need help.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to go there, but yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things that we've been trying, well, the biggest thing we've been trying to do is create a news outlet with fun, interesting things. And I've been, with my party bus company and my entertainment company, I see a lot of people. So when I'm driving these people and I'm talking to them and I'm telling them about our show, they're all like, this is such a great idea. I can't believe I haven't heard of you before. And I think,
Me either.
I know, it's like, we've been doing this for, what are we at, 8 months?
Well, January we branded it. So September we started. September. So
wow,
a year.
We're at 9 months.
Yeah,
10 months. Wow.
August and September would be 12. So
yeah, so
10.
I always like to tease people that if you try to watch the news while you're eating dinner, you either get indigestion or you're afraid you're going to regurgitate.
That's called puke. That's Scott's using big words now. I'm going to say puke. I like puke better than regurgitate.
One of my rules on the bus is actually the way I explain the rules on the bus is you can eat, drink, and get naked. However, no smoking, regurgitation, urination, or defecation. And everybody's like, do I know what those words mean?
You just said a lot of words really fast. What was it for? What can you do?
You can eat, drink, and get naked.
Cool. So a lot of guys take you up on that?
Well, and then if it's a group of guys, they say, but since you're a bunch of guys, I'd prefer that you don't, right?
But you can.
And they laugh at that every time.
But you can.
So, but I think the thing that's so frustrating is we're doing this and people love the idea. I'm surprised that more people aren't watching us. So we need to have you share. If you find us interesting and funny and much better than the news, tell people we are better than the news.
We are. And you learn stuff. I mean, we were talking the other day with a group of guys I just met and talking to them about the show. And I told them, I says, we don't do politics. It's too polarizing. And we don't talk religion. It's just, there's just polarizing. Those are opinions.
Yes.
And, opinions are like butts. Everybody's got one.
Some of them smell real bad.
Yeah. Right. So, and you can't
like your nose.
And you can't really prove whether you're right or wrong. There's no way to. I mean, till we're all dead for religion, right? I can't prove it. It's just it's called belief, and it's the same thing with politics. It's belief. It's what your beliefs are. And beliefs are something you have to believe because of how you feel, not because of what you can prove. Kind of like faith, right? That's what faith is. So we need people out there to keep telling people about us and have us grow and, get us out there. I'm not sure what that big story is that's going to break us or what we're going to do or, I'm old timey. I'm just doing this because it's what we want to do. Maybe we'll put up on Facebook or something. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, what gave me this whole idea to talk about this is I read an article about a guy who has been twitching. You familiar with Twitch?
Yeah.
He's been twitching for 5 years, and the biggest following he's ever had is 12 people at one time.
Wow.
Okay. And he still keeps doing it because he loves what he does, and the people who do watch him love what he does.
There you go. So, and we've talked about this too. It's kind of our therapy.
Yes.
So we're good there.
It's a lot cheaper than seeing a shrink.
Yes. Yes. And it doesn't go against your health insurance.
Right.
Right.
Hey, that's right.
So I mean, if you guys want us to, we can throw everything out and start from scratch. But
that would be awesome phrase origin story.
I don't think. Well, okay, then we'll make that the phrase origin story. Look it up. Tell me where it came from. But I don't think we have to start from scratch. I think we're onto something. I think we're good. We had fun when we did this on the radio, and this was kind of our show back then too. I don't think we read the news. We ripped and tore, ripped and read. Is that what it was called? Back in the old days, rip and read. So back in the old days, the news used to come across a printer. It was a matrix printer.
Yes.
And you would they would print out the news at the radio station. You'd go grab the paper and you'd rip it off because it had, the comp so far. You'd rip it, bring it in, you'd read the news. I think it was called rip and read. Yeah.
Yeah, and this stuff just kept coming in. And, it's almost like the stock market report on those little thin pieces.
Yeah, and that's what it sounded like when you were in the room, too. It's just pretty fun. So you had these little strips. You had little strips of news.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go back that far when we start from scratch. So what is the meaning of starting from scratch? I think everybody.
All right. It means to begin again from the beginning, embark on something with any preparation or advantage.
Kind of like our show. Well,
yes.
We do a little preparation. We do show subjects. We do bullet points, so we know what we're going to talk about. But we definitely don't have an advantage.
There's a little bit more to this. The origin, as well as the common meaning of the word scratch, that is a slight tearing or incision of the skin. There's another meaning which is used in a string of phrases that include the word. These expressions include come up to scratch, scratch golfer, toe the scratch, which is variant of toe the line.
See, now I've never heard the toe the scratch. And I've heard toe the line.
Yes.
And towing the line means stepping up to the line, putting your toe on the line.
I'm actually going to cut back a little bit on this before I finish reading this because it sort of makes sense. A lot of these origins came from Europe and England.
Okay.
So their way of saying things is slightly different. So toe the line, they would have said toe the scratch, which to them is a line.
Okay.
So that's
well, yeah, I don't want to take it away from you, but that's where the scratch came from. But go ahead.
Correct.
Where's the origin of the scratch?
What all these have in common is the notion of scratch being the beginning, a point at which there is no advantage or no disadvantage.
And how'd you know where that beginning was?
It originated in the sporting world, where scratch has been used since the 18th century to describe a starting line that was scratched on the ground.
There you go. There it is. So you scratched the line on the ground, and that was the starting line.
And I scratched my nose just like you did earlier.
What's that?
And I scratched my nose just like you did earlier.
Oh, yeah. Starting from scratch. I don't think I'm starting from my nose. But now you know where starting from scratch came from. Again, literal, right? Another literal, like covering the nut. It's literally they scratched the line, and that's where you started, whatever you started. Started from that line, So that's pretty good. So we want to thank you for watching.
If you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
then please subscribe, watch our other shows and channels. Go to whathappened.world. You can find everything from there. Subscribe to everything there, including our Instagram. Go do Fun Guy the Entertainer. Go to Fun Guy the Entertainer Cooks for You. You can watch all his shows and see all the awesome foods that he's cooking.
Yes.
What have you done lately?
Oh, I just made a pan-fried country-style ribs and sauerkraut.
No, very nice. I had sauerkraut today.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Sauerkraut is vegan. Next show. We're out of time.
I know. Damn.
So we'll make a note on that. So we'll make a promise. Put it in the show subject right now. Scott will.
Okay.
And he'll talk about sauerkraut. I'm not sure why.
It makes sense when I talk about it.
But when you have sauerkraut, I want you to live every day, and we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.
Be crazy, and just step amazing.